Metanomics is brought to you by Remedy Communications and Doosan Writers Metaverse.
Now, you have we talked about these macro structures, but you also have other ways that you organize the features that people are trying to take advantage of in virtual worlds. You also talk about various sensibilities, for example. Could you walk us through the larger model?
Yeah, so within agency exploration, connectedness, and experience, what we tried to do was tie it to two things. One is a set of what we call 3D learning archetypes, which are, if you want to think about them as reusable learning objects that can be used over and over as instructional vehicles. So, for instance, a treasure hunt or a guided tour or a conceptual orienteering activity or a critical incident, those would fall into experience. If you're talking about the sensibilities, we talk about the sensibilities of the technology itself. There's a sense of self, which ties very closely to agency. That's the kinship you feel with your avatar. There's a sense of space and a pervasiveness of practice, which is tied to exploration. There's the enrichment of experience, which clearly links to the experience macrostructure. And then in terms of connectedness, there's the power of presence, which we feel right here, right now, and the depth of distance. Both of those are really coming together in this Metanomics show today. And finally, this one is most germane, I think, to Second Life, but the capability to co-create artifacts or experiences. So what we've tried to do with this chapter 4, which is the one I sent you, Rob, is essentially line up what are the 8 design principles that you should be adhering to in developing learning, how those overlay onto the 4 macrostructures of agency, exploration, connectedness, and experiences. What are the specific 3D learning archetypes that you can employ and kind of snap together to create a rich 3D learning experience, and what technical affordances or sensibilities are being leveraged from the perspective of the platform that you're using to make those 3D learning experiences come to life. That's essentially the crux of the matter as it relates to this book.
Okay, and we had a question. Someone wanted a reminder on the title of the book. It's called Learning in 3D, Adding a New Dimension to Enterprise Learning and Collaboration. And again, that will come out in January of 2010. So a very early book tour for you, Tony.